Hi YouTube, and my name is Martin Horner. Um, I had an idea for the toaster element build, and um, initially I started with a comb, right, and then I just kind of chopped down the tines off of it and was lacing in between each tooth of the comb some regular Canthol wire, 26 gauge. I've got 26 gauge only. I don't really have any other gauges of wire. This is the only one that I bought at the time, and I don't really keep any others around because that was what I wanted for my purposes. But I started experimenting with this, and now I wish I had about 4 different gauges to play with. But one of the things that I've been trying to do is to increase the length of this wire, and to increase the resistance. Because if I've only got 26 gauge Canthol, then all I can do is increase the amount of wire that I'm using to increase the resistance. So I have this comb, and all the length of each bend in the element that I'm producing is dictated by the base tooth size. It's essentially just going to be from one side of the tooth to the other side of the tooth long, and then it's going to bend around, so not very far. But what I thought was you could take a comb and take another comb and put them beside each other, stabilize them in some way, and wrap from the teeth on one comb around the tooth of another comb, back and forth between the two combs, and increase the length of the actual bends. This is a single comb, the original comb that I had chewed up, and what I did was, handy wire snippers, cut it in half, about yay, snipped everything across, and taped it at one end, so that essentially I have a double jig now. And I wanted to go ahead and try to get on camera the first build with this double jig. I'm going to move the camera now, so my face is going to be off. Hang on. Okay, and let me see if I can. Okay, so I'm hoping this is all in focus. I think it is. All right, so I'm going to take the jig, and just like I was doing before, I'm going to take the wire, I'm going to line it up with some teeth, and I'm going to do 5 bends from one side to the other side. This is essentially the same as what I was doing before, but it's, okay, that's one successful. And we'll flatten him out a little bit. Okay. We'll go to the next. They're in sequence, by the way. I'm just bending them. That's the second, third. Let's push him down a little bit, flatten that out some, pull him real tight to get him a good bend. Okay. Next. See how much longer those are coming out? Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the odd, oops, too far. There we go, there we go. Now he's the tall one from the original cuts. that I had on there. Okay, there, okay. And then pull him down like that. Oh, and just lacing them together really, really tight. This would be an interesting way to actually, like, join these two pieces together. If, anyways, okay. So did I get most of that? I think I did. Okay, and then I'm going to press these down, kind of flatten them out, right? And then I'm going to take them off the jig. Okay, and we'll take, see, and now you have a much longer set of elements to play with than we were dealing with before, and that was the point. So double jig produces something in that order, and we're going to squeeze these guys together a little bit, but not much. You know what? I'm not even going to squeeze those together. I'm just going to take the pliers that I've got. I'm going to flatten these guys out. I'm going to, in fact, now that they're this long, I can actually get in there and squeeze the tops of them a little bit instead of having to just kind of push them together and hope. Check this out. Squeeze them flat. Just want to squeeze them tight. And that just occurred to me. Now that they're longer, you can do more with them. That out. So this is a slightly better way of going about that. I've got much more area. For the same length. The length is now width, and that's what we want. And what I'm going to do, just for funsies, I'm going to bend that in the middle, like that, and have him sort of come out like a branding iron. Branding iron build. Next people will be doing, like, Circle K. Whatever. Anyways, don't do Circle K, please. Do the other side same way. Bend him in the middle. Ish. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and leave off at that. I will probably put this in, ohm it out. It's a little long on that one. I may have to rebend that one. Put this in and ohm it out on an RDA here next, and we'll go ahead and at that point, wick it, vape it, probably not talk about it. because I don't seem to do much after talk. It's like, does it vape? Okay, good enough. I'll talk to you next time. Remember to keep experimenting. Feedback, feedback, feedback.